And you talk about living in the matrix, and I guess that comes back to that vision you see and that articulation system. And you talk about the principles of time management. What should we go deep on here? Because like you said,
I think those two things, the RAS is huge. You said earlier, is my identity a big part? It is. The way I manage time and my RAS are probably my two biggest factors that have altered my life. So the Matrix, really quick, I love that movie, number one.
I just rewatched it in Boston. I was with my daughter. We were looking at schools. And one night we were so exhausted. And so we're like watching a movie. And I was like, let's watch The Matrix. She hadn't seen it. And I rewatched the whole thing, Ed. It was crazy.
It's so good. And my kids hadn't seen it either. And I've made them watch it now. The new one, but I made them watch the old ones to watch the new one. But here's the thing. There's a couple of things in the book that I love, that in The Matrix that I love, that are also in the book. Neo has the ability to slow things down to what he calls bullet time, because he's so hyper focused on something. He's programmed his RAS. Your matrix is your RAS, meaning it reveals to you your reality. That's what your RAS is. It's the reticular activating system. It's located in the prefrontal cortex of your brain, and that doesn't matter. Here's all you need to know. It reveals to you what's most important to you. And so it's incredible. I'll give you an example. I just bought a Tesla. I don't really want one, but I like what Musk has been doing. I have no idea what he's really doing, but I just kind of like this dude. So I buy a Tesla. It gets delivered last Thursday. Bro, I'm driving now. Driving my wife crazy. I'm like, babe, red Tesla. Babe, white Tesla. There's another white. Freaking Teslas everywhere. 3 lanes over, other side of the freeway the other day. Babe, they're going the other direction. Black Tesla. She's like, what in the world? How do you see all these Teslas? And I go, here's what's crazy. They were always there, but they weren't part of my RAS before, because now I have one. I see these Teslas freaking everywhere. If you go into a loud room, 300 people, it's not even loud. Someone says, Brian or Ed, we hear our own voice audibly over all the noise in the room because it's part of our RAS. So the key thing in life, because you're all going, I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. If you're a guy and you're single and you like blondes, you walk into a room of 500 people, within about 1 minute, you can tell me where all the beautiful blondes are. If you like brunettes, you know where all the brunettes are. If you're a woman and you like guys with big muscles, you can tell me where all the muscular guys are pretty quickly. It's your RAS. The key thing in life is those one mores, you have to link them together. Those decisions, those meetings, those relationships we're saying that you are one more away from need to become your Teslas. And when they become your Teslas, you begin to see them everywhere. They were always there, but you're missing them because you're not programmed to do it. And when you're programmed to do it, because your mind moves towards what it's most familiar with. So I teach you in the book, very simple, repeated, simple visualizations that you do repeatedly over and over again. They're very basic. They're not complicated, to program your matrix. And now you begin to see the meaning, see the relationship, find the thought, find the emotion, hear the conversation that was going on around you all the time that was not inside your matrix. Now it's in your matrix and you see them. This is not to be taken lightly. It will change your freaking life. Great football player, Tom Brady. His matrix is different than a rookie quarterback. His matrix, when he's at the line of scrimmage calling the play, he can find the hole in the defense and audible into the right play. If not, when he takes the snap back, he has been programmed in his matrix, like bullet time, things slow down. And he can see the open receiver as opposed to the covered one. The rookie quarterback, their matrix is under panic mode, and they see the covered receivers only. They're all on the field. One sees the open one sees the covered one. This is the difference between success and failure, and it's very easy to fix. That's your matrix.
Boom. So don't get caught up in that reactionary matrix where your matrix is getting hijacked. Find a way where you can focus it on the things that are important, or that you can have the time to find those things and realize that it's happening, and don't let it happen to you.
No, and you're aware of it. And the other thing in the matrix, Neo is the one. That's what they call him, the one. And in every family, man, eventually the one shows up. I live here in Victoria Beach and Laguna Beach. When I was a little kid, my wife and I met in elementary school. When we were in high school, I would take her on this beach, go, babe, I'm gonna get us a beach house someday. I'm gonna get us one of these beach houses. No freaking clue how to do it. I went home, I said, hey, Dad, who are these people that live oceanfront? My dad's like, I got no idea. I don't know, they won the lotto. Like, I don't know anybody that lives on the ocean, which we didn't. Then I figured it out. When you find a family that's really happy or really successful or both, somewhere back in their lineage, they weren't. And then the one shows up in that family. And that one changes that family forever, the way the world treats them. I'm the one in my family, man. I'm the one. And then what? The world ain't going to have their thumb on the Myletts anymore. We think different. We act different. The world treats us different. We operate in this place different because I showed up. And in your family, if you're listening to this, you could be the one. And it's not because you'll like it or you hope for it. It's because you'll fight for them. You'll fight for your family because you love them so damn much. You want to change the way the world treats them forever. My nieces and nephews, they don't think like I thought when I was a kid. They think different because of Uncle Eddie. They think different. My kids think different than how I thought growing up because of Dad. I'm the one in my family. You're the one in your family, Brian. Let's be real, right? And so all of you listen to this, you could be the one, but you got to know how to do it. And the one starts with your RAS. It starts with programming yourself. It starts with doing a little. My mother-in-law loves Jesus. She sees Jesus everywhere, brother. Like, you walk outside, the wind blows. Thank you, Jesus. Y'all know someone like this. Thank you, Jesus. She'll be like, I was late to my hair appointment today, and Jesus made all the lights green. I got there in 4 minutes early. She sees Jesus everywhere, right? So what a beautiful filter for the world for her is that she sees that everywhere. But a lot of people, they see their problems. They see what they're worried about. They see their fears. Your mind is moving towards what you're most familiar with, men and women. And if you're most familiar with when you wake up, my to-do list, what I'm worried about, what could happen, my fears, my worries, you project into the future. Your RAS begins to find the people, places, and resources to prove you right. You will have those problems. You will have those anxieties. You will have those fears. So I could tell you how to do it, but there's a whole part of the book on how to do that.